So here we are at Gravesend. So it's the National Cyclocross Championships, and the race we're about to see is the elite women. So yeah, it's been a really good weekend so far. We've had our youth races yesterday, if you'd be interested in seeing that, which is on my YouTube channel as well. So due to the ice this morning, the races are delayed a little bit. So the start of this race will actually begin in 15 minutes time. So if you want to tune in again once the race has started, it'll be about 15 minutes. Yeah, so really nice to see everybody tuning in to today's races. We've got a lot of good riders who will be here today. The favourite for our race today is probably Anna Kay, who is the defending champion. She's been doing really well this season as well, in various races across the season. She's had her two best results at the GP Sven-Nice and also in Lowenhout. So yeah, she's had some really good races there. She was 6th. We've also got Imogen Wolf, who's here with the Visma Lisa Bike team. And yeah, they've got a big setup here. And yeah, you can just see the yellow in the distance of Visma Lisa Bike. So yeah, you can see the course here is interesting conditions. Earlier on, especially in the morning, it is quite icy and the ground was frozen, but now it's like muddy underneath. So yeah, it's an interesting mix. The bikes are picking up quite a lot of mud though now, whereas in the earlier races it was just icy. And yeah, there's a lot of sections where it was very clogged up and everybody was just sliding and slipping around everywhere. If this is something you'd like to watch, later on today there will be a elite men's live stream as well. Yeah, there'll be an elite men's race, which yeah, there'll be a bit of a ding-dong battle hopefully between Cameron Mason and Thomas Mean, who are 25th and 26th ranked on the UCI rankings. So yeah, they're very close together. So yeah, that'll be a really good race to tune into as well. In today's race, we also have Kat Ferguson, who hasn't done a cross race for a long time because she had a crash in Hulst, and yeah, after the crash in Hulst, she was injured for curse period, so hasn't done a lot of cross racing this season. So it'll be nice to see her back as well. So yeah, as we just walk through the village sort of area, we can see there's lots of food trucks here today and nice atmosphere for the National Championships 2025. Gritty here as always. And yeah, nice to see lots of shops doing well here today in Gravesend Cycle Park. Just see one of our Wiggle Spectra riders there heading past. There's the Wessex Volleys. We see them at quite a lot of races, especially ones abroad and in the UK. So we've got our hurdles over here. They're interesting hurdles. Not many people have been hurdling them, only a handful from each race. I'd say they're about 30 centimetres or maximum 40. So yeah, very hard. And then up here we have our steps, which are, yeah, there's been quite a lot of nasty falls on those steps today and yesterday because, yeah, they got really, really slippy and people were just slipping off on there. The start line is it's in a slightly different position to normally where it is, and yeah, you can just see the riders being called up over there. Once the race has begun, they'll head up the starting straight up there and head into the bomb hole section, which is quite good to watch. It's very icy in the bottom of the bomb holes, and yeah. So there was only 3 national trophies this year due to some being cancelled, but yeah, there's been a variety of winners. Yeah, so it's nice to see different people winning each time, as we like to see. So yeah, I was talking earlier about Kat Ferguson. So mention a little bit more about her. Her best result is still the World Championships in 2024, where she was 2nd junior. Head down to the starting grid, and there's been a lot of different varieties in tyres today. The earlier races, people were people were riding more like slick tyres, faster tyres, because it was frozen and it was basically frozen mud, so it wasn't too hard. It was quite hard and easy. You can just see Anna Kay there. She is our favourite for today, riding for Proximus Cycling.
I haven't got the grip for that,
So, Alderney Baker has had quite a good few national trophies. She was 1st at South Shields and 2nd at Torbay. We've also got Alice Colling. She's just joined a new team, and her best result this season was 5th at Derby, which was the first round of the national trophies. So we've also got Zancrease, like I mentioned before. She was 2nd at South Shields. So she was aiming for a top 50 for UCI ranking, and she's achieved 47th. So that's the world UCI ranking so far. We've got a couple mountain bikers on our lineup today. Ellen Pleen Howell, one of them. She's been doing really well previously as an under 23 on the world stage for mountain biking. So yeah, see Imogen Wolf there in the yellow of Visma Lisa bike.
Just keep a moment to pulled down by our chief commissaire, Lisa Lee and his team. And we'll bring those riders down in good order. We'll start here absolutely pistol. Mr. Blaine, indicate start on that running, so all riders will be running in there. Putting the wind in the first time, still get a little bit more time.
Oh wow.
You like? Hello.
So here is all of our riders.
That's it.
There was a medic on site.
Okay, not long now until our riders are gridded on the start line. So you can see now most of the ice is melted on the course and it's now become a very sticky mud. So I've just done an interview with Zoe Roche, who won the national championships. Okay, just you can see the commissaires there doing their checks. We've got Anna Kay, Imogen Wolf, Zhang Kreese, Courtney Baker. Yeah, the Visma Lisa bike. It was nice to see. It was nice to see them here today, all the big teams. There was also in the car park the Krellin Corendon. They had their sort of smaller team bus here today. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what that's all about.
Everybody, stay on the right side of that tape. We need to get commentators up and down there. Over the tape, please. You've got 7 minutes yet, so don't start.
I've had a few questions about who my favourite to win would be. For the women's race, I would have to say Anna Kay. And for the men's race, it's a tough decision between Thomas Mean and Cameron Mason, who are both very, very close. For the women's race, also, I think Ellen McLean-Howell could do very well as a mountain biker on a very technical course.
Watching the last few riders being drawn up for the race start. There's a start race grid. These riders will be given the warning by the commissaires. They're given a countdown as they go down from 3 down to 1 minute 30 seconds. And then with 15 seconds to go, they'll want the second time in the next 15 seconds. So we'll be sent away on to race route. And at that point, they're waiting for the sound of the whistle. Getting a great start is absolutely key here. We've got a fantastic tarmac start straight to allow this place to spread out. It goes uphill around that right-hand bend and then a left-hand turn.
Another rider who is racing today is Kate Eady. So she won the Vet 40s yesterday. So yeah, that'll be nice to see her. You can see Alice Colling there, quite distinct next to Zancrease on the start line.
So as they make their way down, you can see we're going to go adjacent to the start straight, but heading in the opposite direction. That section still frozen. It's still tricky as all the course is. Really slippery on your way through. So those riders going to make their way down. Once they come down through over that reverse reverse directly across from the start, they're going to go round into pit number 1. The pits are numbered in the order of which the riders are drivers on the race route. So pit number 1, the first pit, and get 2 pits for 2, and there are 2 pits. The second of the pits that the riders arrive at from out from race start. So a quick reminder, the front row of the grid A will bring those when I'm up there. And the front row of the riders down on our race start. In prep and running full start. This start will be critical. Who gets our first section to make the most of the race here at the National Championships. One day of racing. There's one race to decide the outcome and the destination of the jersey with the red, white and blue bands on it.
So we can see that's 3 minutes until the start for our women's riders. In the middle of the grid we have Alderney Baker. On the other side of her is Anna Kay, and on the other side of her, next to Alderney Baker on the left is Kat Ferguson. We've known Kat and Imogen to have quite good races, but yeah, we haven't seen Kat for quite a while, so we'll see. So we'll see, yeah, how she goes after racing, not racing for a while.
You can't do that, can you?
You don't want to do that.
Next time you see it will be in pits, right?
Kat Ferguson there in the colours of Movie Star. We know she signed for that team not all too long ago. 2 minutes till the start.
And that is staying well, so imagine an ice rink with the hard ice, but it's the same thing as a hard surface, but with a wetter top layer and a slipping top layer, and that makes it a really difficult proposition when you try to make your way across.
Oh yeah.
Such a... So in today's live stream, I will be heading around different parts of the course and commentating on the race, and that is the same with the elite men's race, which will be not that too long after this one. So the live stream for the elite men's starts at 25 past 2, but the race will not begin for another 15 minutes, so it'll be a bit of chat beforehand.
Let him.
we can see up here we've got so many spectators. It's been such a good event to come and watch. So here we go, any second now. Okay, so Zancrease is right at the front. Fast start up that race. So as far as I can see, it's Zancrease first. Anna Kay has dropped back a little bit, but I'm sure she'll head back up to the start.
Got there? Yeah. So you can just see here there's a lot of ruts on this off-cam bank, and if you hit one of those wrong, then they're still fairly hard and you're just going to get like right off course. So right now Zancrease is in the lead. So here she comes. She has quite a gap. You can see Kat Ferguson there in second. That's a surprise. And yeah, we've got all the riders there coming through. Go on there. Anna Kay is in. So another one, she's dropped back a few places. We've got lots of riders coming through here. Got
Becky! She's in red! I'm not used to it. Go on, Ruby! Go on, Ruby!
So yeah, so if we just confirm the start, then that was Zancrease Zancrease right at the front of the race, and then after Zancrease it was Kat Ferguson, and you can just see them all coming over there. So yeah, Zancrease, then Kat Ferguson.
She's right there. I said I was going to. Oh, what's she doing? What's she doing? She's just lost about 5 places.
So we can see Imogen Wolf has just gone into the pits there, which is an interesting choice for the first, half a lap, and everybody will be trying to get off that start line as quick as possible. So our third place was Fiona Gilbert, who, yeah, we haven't seen her at like many abroad races, but she's been doing quite well in national trophies.
I thought you were going to ride her. She's still kind of pressed up.
There's been a couple of crashes as well that we've heard about, so yeah, it's been a fast start and interesting too. I would have thought that Anna Kay would maybe just go off the front first, but no, it was Zancrease. So yeah, Zancrease, Kat Ferguson, and in third place Fiona Gilbert.
We've not got any coming in. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I've got quite a few then. Did you get any more?
It'll be interesting to see if any of the riders hurdle. I know for one Anna Kay is very good at hurdling, but these are very tricky and go straight into the steps as well. So you don't want to be going too fast, otherwise you won't be able to get off for these steps. This is one of the most technical sections on the course here. It's a steep bank and it's off camber, and the one at the top is probably the trickiest, though it might not look it. And then the corner just on the way down, they cut it off for the youth race races yesterday because it was too slippy, but yeah, really, they've put it back in now, and there's been multiple crashes this morning. There was one boy who went straight under the fencing, which we did see Zancrease do at one of the races. It is nice to see Kat Ferguson though up there at the start of the race, because like I said, she hasn't been able to do some racing for a little while now. So we can see one of the riders over there running. I'm pretty sure that is Imogen Wolf. I'm not sure if she's had a problem or something, because I don't know, you wouldn't normally get off on the first, do a pit change on the first half a lap. So we'll see once we've come round how the positions have changed. So right now the riders are just going over the finish line to complete the first sort of section of the course. Obviously the first lap is slightly shorter. I'm pretty sure that is still Zancrease in the lead, but there's somebody in yellow running, quite possibly Imogen Wolf. So here comes the leader, who should, if the positions have not changed all that much, be Zancrease. Okay, so the leader has changed. Kat Ferguson is now in the lead, carrying her bike there, as you can see, not deciding to jump on as many of them have. Second place is now Zancrease. Third place, Imogen Wolf. That's interesting. Oh, Zancrease, they're trying to ride it. She's doing well. Imogen Wolf not trying to ride it there. Anna Kay just coming down there in fourth spot. Here comes Kat Ferguson, the movie star. Okay, so there's Imogen Wolf in second place, Zancrease in third place. And Anna Kay in fourth position in today's race. So, and then this is fifth place, that is Fionn Gilbert. she's having a really good race here. We've seen quite a lot of riders from the Spectra team. They have a good women's team. It's nice, always nice to see. And then another rider. We've got some Hope riders here today. Always good to see. They're nice and supportive of all the riders. Crowds cheering all these riders on. Really nice to see. And then this is number 5, Alderney Baker, there of Impella. Casey Ironton, number 24. She's gained quite a lot of places. And that just behind her, I believe, is Kate Edie, winner of the Vet 40s race yesterday. Look at the crowds there as we look over at Cyclo Park. Really great to see. And a lot of the people, I think, have come from far away and then to spectate and to race. And then some people are really local and have just decided to come along to have a bit of a watch, which is really good.
Behind you, yeah. Come down. Come to one side. You okay? Hold on to Imogen's just stepping down.
Come on, Phoebe!
So we do have confirmation Imogen Wolf has been down at least once today, and that explains her hit change and how she dropped back a little bit. If we go over here, we can just see the front of the race coming past. Still, I believe it is Kat Ferguson from Movie Star.
Well done.
So a live update, we have Kat Ferguson in first place, then Imogen Wolf in second place, and in third place Fionn Gilbert. Anna Kay not far behind them, but the 3 front riders have formed a slight group. See that there's somebody who has a mechanical up there, number 30, just trying to clean the bike with her. So after all of the live streams, then I'm going to probably release a bit of a highlights video, so watch out for that, and that's going to have some interviews with our new national champions, whoever they may be. If we head over to the hurdles, we will be able to see who's been going on. Already we have quite a few riders who have mechanicals, they've crashed. It's a very technical course and really hard to, really hard to ride. So there's been quite a variety of tyres, as I said earlier. Some people going for the faster tyre, for the file treads, those sort of tyres earlier on today, but when it was more frozen. But later on, as it gets more muddy, then yeah, it's becoming more of a mud sort of race.
He can only get on a Cyclocross.
There's someone at the back.
So we're awaiting the third of our leading riders, not yet back to 82.15, but just in the Brisbane leads coming through, running back up with a second right, making the way into the pit. Today we're relying on the yellow jerseys rather than necessarily the red and white hats that we've seen wear at the World Cup. That's still very distinctive in that yellow jacket. Identifying your kind of winning trip when you use your one of his implementation by
You can see some of the course here. It's sprinkled with a sort of frosty layer, but that is deceiving. It's still very, very slippy and has at least a thick layer of mud underneath. So soon enough our riders will be going around for the second lap into the finish line. And it's not too long until they come back around to this section where we are. So we have an update that Kat Ferguson is still in the lead, which is honestly not what I would have predicted, but nice to see her up there. Imogen Wolf has dropped back quite a few places, and we'll just see the confirmation once the riders come through here on this lap. Okay, so there's just been a crash. So Zan Kreese has just overtaken Kat Ferguson. So Zan Kreese, number 3, she's now taken the lead. Kat Ferguson, she's starting to slow down a little bit, but still going strong. So number 4, Kat Ferguson, is now in 2nd place. Okay, there's Imogen Wolf back again. So she is number 2. She's now in 3rd place for Visma Lisa Bike. And then Anna Kay, who he is. Okay, so number 1, Anna Kay, she's now in 4th place riding for Proximus. Oh, she's stuck on the... She's stuck, just trying to get her spokes out of that stake. We've seen that happen quite a few times today as people have been trying to get their wheels around on their shoulders. So this is number 12, Fionn Gilbert. So she was in 3rd place. She has dropped back a few places, but still going really strong. It's interesting, none of the riders in this race attempted to ride this section here, which is quite wise because in the men's race yesterday,
the youth races, which are on stream, they were trying to ride the section when, but it ended up, most of them just fell off and it wasted quite a lot of time. So there we go, there's Zancrease already lapping somebody. She's going really, really strong today. And she's gapped Kat Ferguson there, we can see in second place, going up over those slippy corners. So those two do have quite a gap to Imogen Wolf, who's just coming through here for Visma Lisa Bike. So that's our first three riders, which is, so there's Anna Kay there for Proxima Cycling going in for fourth place. I think she would have hoped for better if this is the final result, but we've still got a long way to go, so anything could happen.
Cassie. Lily. What is it? Go, Ruby! It's just not good. No. I've done a couple where it's like not hit and not red. I do like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just not work. I feel like all the tactics are in like the first 5 minutes and then it's just a time Really, I'm just screwing everything to keep doing this. Enough.
It's been nice to see a lot of British riders doing well in the World Cup races and yeah, just races abroad in general. Yeah, Imogen Wolf, Anna Kay, they've both been doing really well in some of the races in Belgium and in the Netherlands.
Come on, 25, keep it going. Nice running.
Okay, so there's been mostly they have been changing every lap. The option is half lap changes, but I haven't seen many people doing half lap changes just yet. It's nice to see Zoe Roche winning
earlier in the junior women's race.
The rear method you'll find getting worked off the bike, but that happens to run back into the pit. A number of competitors having to run around the lower section course, come into the pit. But the peak through this roll here is critical. Get a bike in. Go up the chase bike if you go in.
Come on, 20, keep it going.
That's still championship score. Leading riders disqualified from the race because they've gone into
Go, Sarah, you can do it.
haven't had a bike ready. But waiting for you to bike basically yourself. If you take a bike, qualified for that. Absolutely on the ball. No question, guys. You've got a serious problem today. Half lap changes. Every half lap those riders are changing bikes. I'd like to leave the riders under pressure, the picture under pressure, the national championship here at Cyclocross. We're going to go to BC, who has got the team, and well as the riders today, as our leading rider draws down, that gap is still there. In fact, it may well have gone out slightly here.
So I think that Zancrease has slightly distanced Kat Ferguson, who did crash out on the technical section just before. And yeah, I think Zancrease saw that opportunity and started to distance a gap, although there is a slightly bigger gap from the two of them to Imogen Wolf, who is currently in third place, just in front of Anna Kay. You can just see in the distance there, Imogen Wolf. She's gone in for a pit lap, for a pit change every half a lap, which most riders haven't been so far. But I think they'll start to do more frequent pit changes once the mud starts to clog up a bit more. Okay, so here is our leader Zancrease just dismounting over to the hurdles. So yeah, here comes Zancrease. She's not that far in front of Kat Ferguson, but I think yeah, they suit different parts of the course. Zancrease seems to be quite good at technical, and she sprints up these steps here. So we've got about a 9-second gap from first and second position, and then here's Imogen Wolf absolutely sprinting up these steps, fighting for that second position. So there's Imogen Wolf, who is right now in third place.
Great move getting back on it from their point of view. What else have you been up to lately?
Well, I went out to Singapore and Bali in November with work. 2.5 weeks out there.
Well, it appears that something has happened to Anna Kay, because yeah, she was in fourth place, but now she's been overtaken, and I cannot see her for another at least couple of riders.
Oh, okay.
So we're still trying to figure out what has happened to Anna Kay. Still can't see her, and she's not anywhere nearby. Anna Kay seems to be a long way behind. I think that might be her just in the pits now. Either she's had a crash or a mechanical. Both would be quite common on this course. And I wasn't sure what it would be like, but all of the riders in today's race have been dismounting the hurdles. They are some of the hardest you get, although the ones at Derby are probably equally difficult because they go straight up into a hill. These ones are, yeah, just up a hill as well, so they're both really hard. So that is Casey Ironton there for Scott Pioneer DJ. So she is number 24, just going up the hill there. So yeah, it appears that Anna Kay has disappeared. We'll see if she makes a reappearance. I will probably assume that she's had a mechanical or she's slipped out somewhere. Probably most likely a mechanical. So there's been quite a lot of people having like pinched tires and getting punctures, so we'll see. There is Alice Colling there, just riding for her new team. So she recently changed teams for the new year. She used to ride for Hope Chibden Apex. Another Impella rider there.
I think the trouble with that one,
So yeah, if you like watching these live streams, then tune in for later's race, which I'm sure will be a really good one between a really good battle between Cameron Mason and Thomas Mead, who are basically as similar as can be in terms of like their riding. Then Cameron Mason is ranked 25th at UCI, and Thomas Mean is ranked 26th in UCI points. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure. I think Cameron Mason maybe suits this course better, but Thomas Mean, I'm not sure. It'll be close.
I did something good.
So Anna Kay still hasn't reappeared. I think she might have a puncture.
Well done, Fly! Oh, sorry.
Good save, well done. Good save.
yeah, she came through here. She came through here. She got a wheel slide.
No, it says sections.
Okay. This is little team.
Well done. Come on, Shibden. Well done.
Good
Keep
battle
it up.
here between the two Shibden riders as they go into this slippy camber. So the last time we checked, there was a 9-second gap between first and second position, which is so in the lead Zancrees, and then last time we checked, 9 seconds behind her was Kat Ferguson, making a good comeback from her crash in Holst.
Go on, Anna! Go on, Anna!
Yeah, it's turned out to be quite an unexpected race. I would have chosen Anna Kay as my favourite today. I also was, I had quite high hopes for Ella McLean-Howell because, yeah, she's a very good mountain biker, and this course, I don't know, it's a very technical course, and we've seen other mountain bikers do quite well. So if you are in Holland at the moment, or you're interested, I believe that Puck Peters has won the Dutch Championships. So, in terms of the men's race, Cameron Mason and Thomas Mean have both been doing really well this season. So Thomas Mean has, I believe that Kat Ferguson and Zan Kreese are now back together. So it's going to be a very tight last lap.
I think they've got a half lap here to get to. We'll see this. As well.
Okay, so Zan Kreese has managed to pull the gap back a little bit, but Kat Ferguson we know can be really, really good on the road. She's just hopping over those hurdles yet. And it will be a real battle for the last lap. Imogen Wolf about 10 seconds behind, I would say.
That's just a mistake away, isn't it?
There'll be a mistake here. Somebody can make a mistake here. Go on, Zan! Go on, Zan!
So yeah, here's Zan Kreese doing really well. So she's number 3. Okay, and here is Kat Ferguson. You can just see the grimace on her face as she slides around these corners.
Go on, Imogen!
So Imogen, here she comes. I've just spotted Kat Ferguson. Seems to have been down. She's got some blood on her knee. She's clearly had a crash. Although that might have been from earlier when she was in the lead and then Zan Kreese overtook her.
All right. Imogen's catching.
But Imogen does seem to be gaining time on Kat. So, you know, anything could happen in this last lap.
Until you see the gap there. I think that's what someone said.
Well done! Go on, home!
We're just waiting for the top 3 to come around the far slippy corners just over there, and we'll see the time gap. But it does seem that Zan Kreese might be pulling away, but then it does look as though Kat Ferguson and Imogen are, well, Imogen seems to be catching Kat. Might be wrong though.
Look at these two together.
Go on, Amy! Go on, Amy, well done!
So great race for these two.
That's no idea. What type of star is
Okay, so there is Zan Kreese. So she's in first position, just going over there. So about 7 or 8 seconds from Zan Kreese to Kat Ferguson. She should have it, but it all depends what happens next. Then Imogen does seem to have dropped back a little bit from Kat. It did look like she was closing in. So we will head over to the finish line to see the final results. Real shame though for Anna Kay, who seems to have pulled out. We haven't seen her since about the second or third lap. Apart from a couple of local races, this will be the last race in the UK for us. Certainly all the trophies and like other big events are finished. So yeah, if you can, please tune in to Laters, which is the elite men. And yeah, that'll be such a good race, like I've said a few times. And yeah, we'll see who can win that title, whether Cameron Mason will defend his title or whether Thomas Mean will nab it off him. It's nice to see the riders who've won the championships, who've won the British Championships, wearing their jerseys. Nice to see.
Embedded in that scene, they know just how being on the money on their pedals have been doing it since they were kids. Just see Snappy Jack back so named by her addiction for British championships on the way through. Decade coming in and through the Thursday ride with him for us internationally many times, riding for the legendary for the Olympic team at the moment in the red and white over the hurdle, making their way round. Nearly one of these riders from the Roanoke Racing Cross down from Yorkshire now at the moment, racing the national championships here.
So now we are just waiting for the leader, should be Zancrease, to come round for the finish.
There are plenty of people not going to finish this race. That's not just because of mechanicals, it's also because of crashes here. So there's still that chance. The riders continue to push the scene. A second rider just come in.
Oh, sorry, I do believe that there is actually one more lap after this once the leaders have come through, so all is still for play.
So great to see so many spectators down here watching the racing, watching our national championship here.
So yes, once Zancrease come through, there still should be another lap to go.
One of those three riders surely is going to come away with the national title here today. Who's going to take that away?
It does seem slightly longer than we would expect for the leaders to come through. Hopefully nothing has happened to them.
English, the rider who's currently in fourth position in the race. As our racer leader comes back into sector 30, we're just taking a look. False alarm, folks. I don't think it's going to be just yet, but it's not going to be long. Well, this is definitely not going to be a false alarm. That looks like there's a figure of Crease taking the right hand turn. I'll be down at the stage going into the pit. So race leader has got Gap has gone out at the moment. We're looking to see where Ferguson is. Well, there's no sign of the moment here she comes down. So clearly this is out of that section. Both Freeze and Ferguson did not take the point last time through the pit. That will have limited their grip on the tricky sections, on the technical sections. Freeze is coming for a bike. In comes Ferguson. She's going to have to head right to the top, away from the armies up there. The bike is exchanged. They're going to come for the line. Let's get ready to make some noise. We're going to send them out on that last lap. If you're down here on the base, if you're ever so, come on, let's make some noise for race lead on way through. This is going to be a long-term tough leg for Zane Grace. This will be a first national title if she can take it. She's got one more. Let's go.
So there we go, one more lap for Zane.
Can she make this? Time is ticking out. We are on. One lap to go. One more lap to go. Over the hurdles goes Grace. Now comes Ferguson. Ferguson getting cheered on down there straight. The movie star right underneath the gantry. That was just making her way onto that straight as well.
So the gap has increased from the gap has increased from first to second place, and it's staying similar from second to third.
The top of the steps at the moment. Yes, for you right for Charlie Sexton and Kirstie for the Spectral Racing rider. And now Warmby's closing in on the back wheel of Ferguson here. He's going to be separated by some distance. Ferguson needs to pay attention both in front and behind, but still yet focused.
So can't be long now. You can see quite a few of the riders have had to pull out due to injuries, mechanicals, all sorts can go wrong at today's race.
Can't find the plug.
After that crash at Horse, who had a bright future, a long imaging was worth a fantastic season. Some great performances on the international scene already, and Wolf one of the nicest people you can meet out on golf, make the way down in the race from the banking for the last time. Fourth place, Hey English, really has lost his for the third and that fourth place is keeping that position as she goes over the top.
Sorry if we've had any technical issues there. We've had to charge up some of the technical things in the British cycling truck.
Because this has been a course that's played home to so many races. At the moment, they're really putting themselves on last to get back in touch. With in front, the race to the mountain, but the race on the road, the race on the circuit together, and making their way around the circuit.
So not long at all. You can see the media gathering by the finish line, ready to film Zane Crees as she crosses over the line to become national champion. Although I don't want to give the curse of the commentator.
On the way, Rory on the American first for the last time. She's exiting that one now. See Ferguson coming in. If there's one thing that we see from Ferguson, she was racing as an under 14 and under 16 and still racing the course of Emma on the mountain bike. And she was battling with Lucy Glover. She'll ride it. We will never give up. So this is going to be about fighting for everyone. Century Grand making the way into the finish. And making sure that you're safe all the way into the line. Crease on the lead, Ferguson in second, and Ross comes down as well. So this is going to...
In the last lap, the gap has basically just increased from first to second place, and it's not become as close as we maybe would have expected.
into the pit. Tight shape for Kirstie goes through now, getting support from the team in there. That could be a go chase that bike over. To get it washed, you may only have just over half a lap left, but they will make sure that there is a bike to get to the finish.
So half a lap left for our leader, Zancrease. There's Casey Iington just going through the finish line for a last lap. Not long at all. We can see the spectators all gathering around the finish line, ready to see Zancrease. And they won't have to wait for long. She's just coming around the last few corners.
Sit together on the last section of the course. Make sure that you get yourself in a great position to see this race of finish. It's not going to be long before they're back in the winners once again.
I believe that is Alice Colling just gone through there. Her best result this year was at Derby for the first round of the National Trophy. She was 5th place there, so she's had a decent season this year.
So make sure you give these riders lots of support. Lots of these riders heading out for the last lap at the moment. Out around the course, it's going to be long before we see our race all leaders going back into sight. Once again, make sure you get a great package to make sure we can catch all of the action as they make their way in and through. This is going to be absolutely critical. We're going to need you to cheer them on. We want to bring them home in style. It's time here at Cyclocross to show just what the cyclocross community can do. Make sure when you keep these riders going in style. This is an absolutely grandstand race. All areas I've had the pleasure of calling plenty of races over the years. I'm old enough to remember championships back at Sutton Park. Just after we had the snow, we've had some great races. We've seen incredible champions and incredible riders. We've seen riders who've gone on to close international careers, takeaway victories. We have an amazing championship in our races here last time in the 2019 when the national championships were here. Send these riders out to going out on their last lap in style. We wait to see who comes into sight first.
So here she comes, Zancrease, who is racing for Wiggle Spectra Racing, and she's just coming through to take the win at the National Cyclocross Championships 2025.
Got to keep it together on the technical section on the far side of the course. This will be absolutely a key.
Can't say that this was the race I expected. Honestly, my favourite was probably Anna Kay, but yeah, sometimes the races just don't go quite well, and it didn't today for Anna Kay.
We have our world-class riders who regularly race on the international scene at the front of the race, the national championship here at Cyclocross in Grayson, Kent. And an amazing job being done by our race here today now. Keep an eye on that roadway at the far end. Our big straight just beyond that 18% sign. That's where we're going to see our riders coming down and in. They're going to hear the applause, I'm sure, as they come in through. We want you to make loads of noise. If you're on the barriers and the angle tight, and the applause on them, you're allowing you bang and loads of more noise they make. Let's see if we can bring our riders down and so we'll make plenty of noise. Those celebrating a road just what Harold's going to make here. That Cyclocross venue. And just why Cyclocross is got the most exciting discipline in the sport. Amazing racing by all of our riders. Here we go. Not long to wait now as our riders come in. The 80% rule now applying to the riders and giving them the final position a little bit further down in the race of field. We're looking for our race leaders to come back and run this course. Really has changed. We've seen half lap change. We've seen full lap change. We've seen riders gambling on grit. We've seen riders gambling their position based on what they are looking for out of the fight. And can they extend their lead when they bring the leader back in? This is going to be close, driving down. It's going to freeze down, just coming down in the right behind it comes Pearson. Kirstie going to power to follow back.
Mind your way.
It's okay. So Ferguson and Wolf are now together. Also, Zancre's now just coming down the finish straight, but Ferguson not far at all behind her. There we go, Zancre sprints the win at the National Championships 2025. And Ferguson takes second. She seems pretty happy after not racing for a long time. Always nice to see the riders congratulating each other at the end of the race there. And Zancre cannot believe it as everybody goes wild. So here is Imogen Wolf taking third place. Maybe it's not what she'd hoped for, but still great result. Zancre still cannot believe it that she's won the national championships. Okay guys, thanks for watching today's live stream. If you come back for the scheduled stream for the men's elite race, that would be really nice to see everyone joining in for the battle for the national champs jersey between Cameron Mason and Thomas Mean. Bye!